So, what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, maybe you can see. Oh, sorry, finger. There. Anyway, the jabalí, the wild boar, came into the pasture last night and really worked it over, well beyond their usual favorite rooting spots. They were looking for anything that had loose soil. Even here they were, you can see. Not that this matters to me so much, but there are places in the middle of the pasture which they tend to avoid, because as I read, they don't like being in the open, and the tree cover and bush cover and the scoba cover is much to the preference. Oh, we have visitors coming. Anyway, I'm going to put up some more barbed wire, more later. So, here's what I did. Very brief. I'm not supposed to be doing too much, but you know, as every day passes, I get a little more brave about what physically I'll try to do. So I attached a third strand of wire. Not that this by itself is going to do anything. Unless they grab it with their nose, it won't really affect the pig. But what it's good for, other than on the off chance they prick their nose on one of the barbs, it allows me to hold sticks in place, which I have plenty of, to lace in here. Like this is a loom, and then I can use the sticks to weave in and out like you would if you were making a carpet or a scarf or some sort of loomish thing that we do with our alpacas. Maybe someday we'll take a look inside Elena's work studio. Anyway, so I'm going to bring some more branches, and you can see this is, I assume it came in here. This is like a 20% chance I'm right, but it never digs here, and it dug all this up, and it dug, you can't see, I've already ruined it by stepping on it. It dug here, rooted its nose in there, and in here, and again, places it never usually goes, and I can't really figure out where it came in. I can only see where it started and where it ended, and where it ended there's no, so you can see all the rooting it did here. This is normal. What's not normal is some of the stuff it did in the pasture, looking for soft soil that it can get its nose under. So here, I'll show you real quick what I mean. It often digs in here, as it did with its nose. But unusually, it started looking for weak soil, like under this briar that we've cut away. And here, next to this escoba, looking for stuff to eat. So around escoba's dead, alive, cut, didn't matter. Here, for instance, here. And there. Anywhere where the soil was loose, always here. And then it just, there. It just grows the hole. If I don't become active, this will become larger and larger each time it travels through. So anyway, sorry for the fingers. All right, that's what's happening. I'm going to get some more branches and sticks and light wood. So here, like one more look. See here. All right. Again, not a disaster what it did, but what it will become if I don't keep it out of here. It'll grow each one of these little holes larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. It just needs a little entry into the soil, get underneath the grass, and off it goes. Okay, as I was cleaning and looking at things, I had set a sort of indicator. Someone moved the stones I had here. I won't name names because maybe they're going to listen to the episode. And I had always thought this was one way the pig was getting in. So I put stones here, and then somebody, thinking they were being helpful, removed them. And so I put a little, how would you call it? Not a trap, because nothing was caught. Like a way to see if something was coming through. And one of the stones that I had in there to see if something would push it out to get through was moved. And I went, ah. And then I also had some barbed wire in the hole. And look, there's hair on the barbed wire. So it's possible it either exited here or entered here, which is good, because that means the rest of my fences aren't compromised, and I'm not going to go mad trying to reinforce things that are working just fine. Anyway, then I did this other really ghetto thing here. Sorry, I'm a city boy, and I don't like to spend money, and I'm trying to work with what I have, and this barbed wire was left over from other people who used this pasture in the past, long ago past, and there's still barbed wire. So I used some bale rope. I have loads of that, and I save it for purposes like this, and I just created a sort of an extra barrier of barbed wire. And I pulled this fence in a little bit because it's possible it would climb this fence and go underneath. It's possible. So if I find this disturbed, then I know, it's entering through here, either below or above. Because there's just too many unusual places it dug. It just doesn't... it's just unusual, so I'm treating it as an unusual event. All right. Good for now. Not adios. Good for now.